Sylvia, you just gave Taurus the cold shoulder, and you went to the bathhouse. Inside the bathhouse, it looks really nice. It's well decorated. It's nice and warm. It looks like it might have been a hot spring out once, and they just decided to expand it a little and build a nice little like hut around it. And then the hut got expanded and got bigger over time. And you can smell like the natural minerals in the air. It feels really nice against your skin. When was the last time that you've taken like a hot natural bath?
I don't know. She usually just uses like cold like rivers, like anything on hand. She usually has soap with her, but it's probably been a long time since a nice warm bath.
And there are attendants who look a little off
Or at
guard.
least one that Rena hasn't exploded.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, that may
Yeah.
have happened a few times.
you want that lake
Hey,
warmer?
can you heat this up? Yeah, totally. Whoosh. Too hot.
So,
Source of all power who crosses between.
no! Inside this bathhouse, there are bath attendants. They look a little off, like they were caught by surprise because they're like sitting around playing cards and stuff. They know it's like lunchtime for everyone, so there's not like many people who come in and want a bath. Uh, but as soon as you come in, the two women like stand to attention and then look oddly at you just for a moment because you're not like dressed rich or like the rest of the palace here. You're in furs and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of furs and stuff.
And they come up to you and um, will you be needing help today?
What do you mean?
They look at each other and it's that awkward moment where you just stepped into a restaurant and you're like, oh, you serve food here. Okay. So, um, they, well, one of them starts politely explaining, well, we provide services for the, um, servants and, um, to help bathe them. Sometimes people do need help getting underneath fingernails or, um, washing hair or she starts listing services and the other
Sure. How much is it?
well, you're here as a guest, so it's free.
Fine. I'll have it all.
And they look at each other and they're like, have it all. Ugh. And so
Oh no! What did you just agree?
they start undressing you. Like they tell you to just hold still and they start taking off your clothes right there.
Her expression doesn't change. She's still just got the blank face on.
Yeah, and they explain that they're gonna launder your clothes, make them clean or cleaner. Like you're pretty clean for the outdoorsy barbarian type, right?
Yeah, she takes care of her hair and stuff, and at least does the best she can with what she has.
Yep. So as they get off your clothes, one of them rings a bell, and you get some more attendants just out, and they look like they probably just got off of lunch, and they look very surprised to see you there. And they take your hands. They get you um, first to it's a chair. It's wooden, but it's not like uncomfy. But they start basically like wrap you in a towel first and start giving you a mani penny.
She has no idea what's going on, but she's just letting it happen.
Okay, let's switch the camera. It's Terrace, right? Taurus?
Taurus?
Taurus. Yeah. I want to say Taurus, but I know that's wrong.
You know,
I think
it's all good.
Taraz.
Taraz. Yep.
Taraz.
No. I can't even get on my own character right.
Yeah,
Taraz.
we'll just pretend this is a bad dub, and so everybody is just saying the wrong pronunciation every time, every line.
I love it.
So, Taurus.
Yep.
But then again, if you listen to Tales of Swordfall, we can't get anybody's name right, so this is like par for the course. We're just one bad
Turker.
Turker.
Twerker. It's
Hey,
Twerker.
Hey, Twerker.
Twerker?
Come here.
Twerker. Yes.
So, Taraz, you are standing outside of this bathhouse.
I believe, well, seeing as how it was just like instantly like rejected of my friendship, I was going to kind of walk backwards in like a sad sulking posture back to the food tent to get some pudding to try and cover up my woes.
So, outside, like, are you trying to like not look like you're not distressed, saddened by this? Like, are you trying to keep a stoic face on?
Not so much. I mean, no. Let's just say no.
Okay, cool. So you have like that little like tear running down your cheek as you probably walk a little bit too much backwards, and then
Yep.
Yeah. So you go back into the place where everybody's dining. And it's still in full swing, because these occurrences, even though it's taken us an hour to roleplay, it's only been like, 20 minutes. And you gotta love how that happens.
I like to think he probably gets like a tray of pudding and then just like goes to the table that Rena's at, just puts it down and then sits, a little bit away from it and just kind of like lays his head on the table like, why is she so difficult?
And Rena's just sitting there, leaned back in her chair, a stack of empty plates on the table, patting her belly and using a thin chicken bone to pick stuff out of her teeth as she says, I wouldn't worry about her. She'll be fine.
For
What'd you say?
For shenanigans sakes, can you roll me a 1d20? Guy?
Who? Okay.
Yeah, there's about 6 plates sitting in front of Rena right now. Are you working on one right now, or?
Oh no, they're all empty.
They're all empty. Okay, yeah. There's
hardly scraps left on them.
Yep. And I interrupted you. What were you gonna say, Taurus?
No. I just please continue.
Oh no, that was it. That was just my little like blurb about the scene.
Okay. No, so he's probably just like poking the pudding with his utensil and it's like we've been friends for a while. We're trying to get through this. What'd you say, Rena? And he just kind of looks at her with those like cold eyes for a second.
And as Taraz looks at Rena is like reaching over with the spoon to take a scoop of pudding.
Can I make a sleight of hand check to intercept Rena's utensil?
Yes, you can both do sleight of hands, and whoever has the higher number wins.
Are you intercepting with another spoon?
Yeah, or a fork or something.
Oof. Yeah.
Close.
You are rejected, Rena. How do you actually handle a sword, or is it all just your fists? Taurus.
Oh, it's all fists.
So, like, what does this look like when Rena's coming in with a spoon? You know, we hear that airplane noise coming in to the pudding, and
Oh no, it'd probably be like some chopsticks, like just like go to grab the spoon and like yank it out of her hands. Like, what'd you say? Like holding the chopsticks with the spoon in his hands.
Oh, she'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, she flies off the handle. That's her own problem. No, she'll sort it out.
Did you do that one thing where you're talking and eating really loud all at the same time?
She's like licking scraps off of her off of one of the plates. She's like, "What are you talking about?"
I got some pudding here, if you're honest.
Ah. Eh, I
promise
don't need pudding anyway.
promise of
As
pudding
she
is not
sneakily
strong
tries
enough.
to get another utensil over to scoop some.
Again.
Again.
Yep.
Uh.
Oh.
Dang. Nope.
So,
I am denied.
how do you best him this time, Rena? Like, what does this look like? What goes down? Because it has to be something awesome. Because you just rolled a natural 20 to steal pudding off his plate.
So she kind of right as that was happening was whispering under her breath, "Infinite Earth, Mother of Nature, Mother who nurtures all life, by thy power gather in my hand, Mage Hand." and, and a Mage Hand grabbed a spoon and went around the other side of the table, up next to Taras, and scooped a bit of pudding, and then zoomed right over to Irina back into her hand.
I love the abuse of magic. Good job. You gain an inspiration.
It's the third spoon. It always gets me.
And she just sort of smugly sits there, looking at her spoon of pudding.
And Taras will be like, well, I'm not giving up, and just slides the pudding in front of Rena and then walks off towards the bathhouse.
Ah, where are you going?
I'm taking a bath.
And
It's been a while. Sounds good. I'll come too.
Please don't blow it up this time.
What are you talking about?
Remember the last time in the river?
That was a river. It was really cold.
Yeah, and you used fireball.
Well, next time I'll use something different. I'll do burning hands or something.
No! You did that on my tea set, and I don't have a tea set anymore.
It might have been a little bit overkill for tea.
They crumbled to dust.
Well, it's not as bad as that time I used disintegrate.
Yeah, the
I
poor
mean,
chicken.
it really doesn't cook them very well.
No,
kinda turns into
no, it
nothing.
doesn't. We had no chicken left.
But look, there's plenty of chicken here, so no problems. Let's go take a bath.
And this is
All right.
this is where the scene transition starts pushing you guys off in almost literal sense as we go back to the bathhouse. So, Sylvia, give me
Yes.
a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, I mean, this is not too bad. They're poking and prodding at you a little, and they're really going in, cleaning, your feet and your hands, and getting your cuticles and all that. And it's kind of nice. There are
Okay.
4 women working on you. They look you straight in the eye and then ask, "Do you need help shaving?"
If it's necessary.
And Yeah, they start getting out like soaps and stuff, and a straight razor, and the chair that is sitting up straight up first actually starts reclining gently, not like suddenly abruptly. And this is the point where your two companions come in, and give me a perception check, guys.
The one time. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And now both of you give me a intelligence check, just an overall, or if there's something I don't know if what bathing would be under. Okay, 15. That's still good.
I'm bathing on medical medicine now.
You could roll a medicine if that makes you feel a little bit better.
Can I roll intimidation on the bath?
Oh my god.
You'd better be hot.
The water just like leaves the room.
You could roll an investigation or a survival. Rena.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
good.
Yeah.
Now,
Also, give me intelligence check, Taurus. 5.
nope.
So, you guys see the scene. It's a beautiful bathhouse. It's decorated. There's statues, and there's 3 women off to the side. And Taurus, they're holding your companion down, and they have what looks like to be a giant knife or a straight razor, and it looks not good. It looks like they're about to fillet her.
Oh no.
And they have her on some kind of like wood platform, maybe even an altar. I mean, Rena, you've been to nice places before. You've probably gotten full services after like a long, hard job. That didn't sound right.
She's pretty young. She probably hasn't like done the full like shave thing.
Not the Brazilian wax or anything. Yeah. And Taurus, you're a dude, so what's happening?
Yeah, I guess, Taurus will just be like, oh my god, like, no, like, he'll just be like, stop! What's going on? Don't you dare hurt her!
And you hear next to Taurus,
meanwhile, he has his eyes
power,
covered.
Flame which burns beyond crimson. Let that power gather in my hand.
So, Sylvia, you're getting, like, a nice treatment. They're massaging you, they're making sure you're comfortable. They are, like, putting down soap so nothing, like, catches or anything. And then you hear your companion starting to use an arcane spell in this tranquil scene. Which would give me your Arcana check, Sylvia. Let's just see if you recognize this one. So how many spells does Rena use?
She doesn't. Oh, Rena.
Yeah, Rena, how many spells
does Rena use?
Yeah, that actually.
Total?
Well, that start with that little or something similar.
There are a few that are kind of close.
Okay, list them. Like, what are they?
So let's see. It could be, fireball.
Mm-hmm.
It could be shocking grasp.
Mm-hmm.
It could be firebolt, or it could be just light.
So, yeah, Sylvia, you
or wall of fire.
Sylvia, you hear the arcane words come out of your companion's mouth suddenly, and either there's going to be destruction or light, but it's kind of hard to tell because you're in the zone of full relaxation, and when you get into that zone where you're not like really aware of everything, things kind of get muffled.
Okay.